All right, so there are a lot of reasons people would want to clean things. My grandfather, for instance, was a big person on if you have a piece of equipment that you need to take care of it, and it will in turn take care of you. Let's take care of some equipment for PC gaming. So before I get on, don't forget to like the video if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, link is down below to the merch store. Go get some great merch. So, let's just face it, gamers, we're dirty. We're dirty, dirty people. And your mouse pad's gonna collect a lot of sweat and a lot of dead skin. Your mouse or mice, depending on how many you have, because some people have multiple. I do. Can get very dirty as well. And your ear pads for your headsets can also get very dirty. These specifically are the my SteelSeries Pro Wireless, not the Novas, the previous versions. The reason I'm choosing these is because they're gonna turn up in a video later, and I'll want them nice and clean for that. So, enough talking. Let's get this camera right off and let's go clean some shiz. I'm gonna have so much fun. So hopefully the audio's working. It seems like it is. We'll find out once I'm done recording. That'll be exciting. So we're gonna start with cleaning the mouse pad. This is mostly just because it's the hardest one to clean, and also it's gonna take the longest to dry. So let's get started. First things first, the mouse pad. How you can generally tell if it needs cleaned is if you scratch it, it'll leave some marks. This one's not there. It was earlier. Oh well. Either way, it does need cleaned. I've used it for about a year, and I'm a very messy person in general. So let's just get started on that. What could possibly go wrong? It's only $1,000 camera. So first thing you want to do, I'm sorry for any reverb, there's not much I can do about this, it's a bathtub, is lay the mat out, make sure the drain's visible, and get this wet. So, nice and wet. I'm going to try and keep the camera safe, but no promises. Now that it's nice and wet, you get a little bit of dish soap and just kind of knead that in there. You could also just use a sponge for this, but I'm going to use a wash rag, so let's get this nice and wet. And now we're scrubbing. And this is just to get most of that skin and dirt off. That's all nice and desutified. Next thing, you're gonna want to lay it down, hi kitty, on this towel. What's what I mean? And to get some of that excess water off, because it'll make it take a lot longer to dry. I didn't get all the suds off, but I got most of it, so it's fine. Now this thing's going to be wet for a while, so leaving it on this towel will help. And I'd say just leave this somewhere for about, well, depends on how wet it is. I would say anywhere from about an hour to 2 hours and come back and see. It's gonna vary depending on how big this thing is and how much heat it's gonna get. Let's get now on to the mouse. So I lied. I forgot I was cleaning these for a second, but we're back, we're good. So, to clean fabric earmuffs, AirPads actually, they aren't too horrible. It's just a two-step process, so let me show you. Alright, so first, you want a warm bowl of water and a room temp bowl of water, and your choice of laundry detergent. You only need a little bit, so So we're gonna just do this very scientifically. Yeah, that seems about right. And you'll wanna mix that in. This is gonna hurt. Then you're gonna put these in, all nice and liberally, and we're just gonna squeeze to let the water get all in there. And we're just gonna caress it into, oh, that's not supposed to happen. The fabric, so that gets all nice and clean. And you just gotta remember, the last time you played a very long session of gaming, all the sweat that you probably had, a lot of it went into here. You can already see how gray that water is just from that one earmuff. I haven't even done the second one yet. Oh God. All right, now that I think this is sufficiently cleaned, we get the room temp water. This is just to get the nasty suds out. Good. Oh my God, these were on my ears? Oh, I feel so bad for my ears. All right, now that these are sufficiently clean and my hands are sufficiently wet, allow these to air dry. In other words, I'm just gonna put it on the towel that is in my room with the desk mat after I've sufficiently decided these are dry. You could actually just do the same thing that I did with the desk mat, which I'm probably going to do when I get into there, and try and get all the excess water off as much as possible to help speed the drying, but honestly, they're kind of fine. Alrighty, now we can get to the mouse, and we're also going to do a keyboard. It's cleaning day at Steven's house. Alrighty, so here's how we're going to clean my Asus Spatha X. I almost the chakra. Ooh. Alright, we are going to now clean my Spatha X from Asus. What we got here is a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, a toothbrush that is actually completely clean. This is a brand new one that I am sacrificing, and the mouse itself. So for right now, the main focus is this rubbery grip. It gets a lot. We're also gonna need a paper towel, most likely, but for right now, let's just kind of get in these nice and very detailed rubber grip here, because that's where a lot of this dirt is. I have tried to clean this with every other things. Soap and water probably would be okay, but I don't like having water near my mice, and alcohol generally evaporates in a very quick pace. All right, got some paper towels. And by paper towels, I mean napkins from when I had some food a little bit ago. So let's just get some more alcohol in here and get this nice. Can't really tell if it's getting a lot, but it does look a lot nicer now. I don't know how well you can tell on the camera there, though. Now, we got some here, so I do see some gunk there, too. So we're just going to do the body. I like this shiny look now of this mouse. It'd actually be kind of nice to look at, but it'd be horrible to hold on to. Oh, I can see a bunch just right here. Oh, God. Can you see that? Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's how much gunk is probably on the rest of my mouse that you couldn't see it. Let's just get some more alcohol right there and die. Oh, look at that. That is just gorgeous. Now, the bottom is actually going to be where you get a lot of performance issues if it gets too dirty. Now, there are some rubber grips on here I need to get off, and we're going to use you. Now, not all mice do you need to get in this nitty-gritty with. My mouse is completely customizable, at least as far as I can tell, or at least it's very customizable. Does that logo look a little wider to you now? I might just be seeing things. And that is a very clean mouse. Now, it needs to dry, but because it's isopropyl alcohol, I don't think it needs to dry too long. I'll still let it dry for about a day or so. Now, the more in-depth one, which is going to be the keyboard. Alrighty, now is the keyboard time. This is gonna take a bit because the first thing you gotta do is take all these keycaps off. Honestly, you can use a lot of tools for this. The main two, though, would be your keycap puller. And I like this little brush from Hagibis. I'll leave a link down below if I remember. This is a really nice one. It has multiple ways to clean things. And honestly, it's made things a lot easier for when I have to clean stuff. Even if I just want to do a very light clean, like right that, it helps. But let's get the keycap pulling. This is going to take forever. Oh, big thing to do before you actually get all into this, if you're really bad with remembering your setup on how this all is, take a picture for you to look at later. That way you don't mess anything up. Because if you're like me, you definitely will. Alrighty, now that it's all out, we can just do the main thing, which is a good, easy dusting. Actually seeing it come out, and that's actually just very disheartening on how much this collects dirt. Oh God. Okay, that's all done. Looking at it, there are a couple spots where I'm gonna have to take my isopropyl alcohol again. So we're gonna just, there's a couple of other spots. Oh, that's actually nice and hard. Look at that. Oh, that one's more recent. It's gooey. Probably easier if I were to take the switches out, but I don't want to do that. So this is just gonna have to dry as well, which isn't too bad considering what it is. All right, just double check. All right, we are all good. If you really want to make sure that everything's good, just double check your keys to make sure they're all nice and clean. This is actually looking really good, and there's no way I could mistake this. That is my spacebar. And I know where this goes because it never changes. Now I gotta do everything else. This is gonna take a while. Where's that picture? And there we are. All right, all of them feel really good. Nice and clean. I want to see if I can get this stupid smear off the S&D, but I don't think I can. I don't understand why those two are the only ones that are dirty. It's like permanently darkened right there. Apparently I'm much more of a backer away and dodger. Don't know what that says about me myself, but there you go. Oh, thank God. I almost didn't turn on immediately. I got worried. So let's get back to the future and let's show you guys how it all went after the desk pad and everything dries. All right, the peripherals are all done being cleaned, and quite honestly, I think they look really good. Cleaning was a big success. Now, like I said before, cleaning isn't the end-all be-all of things. It just helps your stuff last longer. Makes your desk pad not deteriorate and just get crummy and get all over your mouse so your mouse doesn't work. It doesn't make your things deteriorate with time because, let's face it, these things aren't made to be that dirty most times. In fact, it's actually a decently well-known thing, apparently, to those who care, that if you don't clean the padding for your ear cushions here, they actually deteriorate with time from all of the sweat from us sweaty gamers. Cleaning your keyboard and your mouse regularly is something you should be doing. About every other month is about how often I clean my keyboard, but I'm also a very dirty person. I work in a very dirty environment. The earmuffs, I actually haven't cleaned these ones yet because these are still kind of new. The previous Steel series, that is the first time I've cleaned them, was in that video. I probably should have cleaned them more. So I'm gonna try and do better with these. And the desk pad, it was also the first time I've ever cleaned that. And I think about how long, used it for about 6 months, 6 to 8 months. I'd say that's about how long you should be cleaning. So once every year. It's not a bad idea. Cleaning your stuff's not a bad idea. Not only does it help keep everything in working performance and make sure that you get the best experience you can with it, it just looks better. If you're like me and you have to show off stuff in your background or even on here, you don't want things to be dirty. You want things to be nice and pristine, like this mouse even. Hasn't been used except for once, and there's basically nothing but dust on it because it's very dusty here. Now, it is also important to clean other things, like for say, instance, your computer, which we will have a video out on later, and we can talk about that. Hi, hello, kitty. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give the video a like. It really does help me, as well as subscribe to the channel. Also, link is below to the merch store. Go buy some merch. That extremely helps. If you guys enjoyed this video, how about you guys go check out the video I did on just random pre-builts I found on Amazon. It was a great video that totally didn't make me feel like the world should burn sometimes. But it also does help with choosing a pre-built, so it's very helpful. So go check out that video. Hope you guys have a good day. See you next time.